Akashvani presents Morning News. Good morning, I'm Sunil Verma. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to share his thoughts in Mann Ki Baat program on Akashvani at 11 a.m. today. Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh says, self-reliance is not an option but a necessity in fast-changing global scenario. Prime Minister Modi writes to G20 members proposing full membership for African Union during upcoming New Delhi summit. Defence Minister of Vietnam, General Phan to arrive in New Delhi today on a two-day visit to India. And Chirag, Shetty and Satwiksairaj Rankireddy to take on reigning world champions Chia and Wooi of Malaysia in men's doubles final of Indonesia Open Badminton in Jakarta today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will share his thoughts with the people of the country and abroad in the Mann Ki Baat program on Akashvani today at 11 a.m. It will be the 102nd episode of the monthly radio program. The program will be broadcast on the entire network of Akashvani, Doordarshan and Narendra Modi mobile apps. The program will also be live streamed on the YouTube channel of Akashvani, DD News and Information and Broadcasting Ministry. Akashvani will broadcast the program in regional languages immediately after the Hindi broadcast.
माननीय प्रधानमंत्री अपने मन की बात इस बार साझा करेंगे 18 जून सुबह 11 बजे। तो याद रखें, रविवार 18 जून सुबह 11 बजे मन की बात।
यही तो मन की बात है, जन जन से नाता होना।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi has written to G20 counterparts to propose that the African Union begin full membership at the upcoming Delhi summit of G20 as requested by them. Sources said the Prime Minister has led from the front in this matter, which he strongly advocates and supports. He has taken a bold step in enhancing Africa's voice on the international stage and in shaping the future of this shared world. Sources added that this will be a right step towards a just, fair and more inclusive and representative global architecture and governance. The Prime Minister is a strong believer in having a greater voice of the global South countries on international platforms, particularly of African countries. As part of India's G20 presidency, he has particularly focused on incorporating priorities of the African countries in the G20 agenda. Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh has said that self-reliance is not an option but a necessity, as India is facing a double threat on its borders, along with new dimensions of warfare that are emerging in today's fast-changing world. He was speaking at a defence dialogue on Atmanirbhar Bharat in Lucknow yesterday. Mr. Singh termed a strong and self-reliant military as the backbone of a sovereign nation, which besides protecting the borders, also safeguards the country's civilization and culture.
एक सशक्त सेना के बगैर आप न तो अपने राष्ट्र की सीमा की सुरक्षा कर सकते हैं और न ही अपनी सभ्यता और संस्कृति। और वह सेना यदि दूसरों पर निर्भर है, तब तो आपातकाल में स्थिति और भी अनकंट्रोल्ड हो जाती है। इसलिए सेना की आत्मनिर्भरता किसी भी राष्ट्र को शक्तिशाली बनाने की दिशा में बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण कदम है।
He asserted that the government under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi is ensuring that the armed forces are not dependent on foreign weapons and equipment, emphasizing that the real strength lies in being Atmanirbhar, especially when an emergency situation arises. Rajnath Singh stressed the need to develop indigenous state-of-the-art weapons and platforms that equip and prepare the armed forces to tackle new and emerging challenges. He said the country needs to go beyond the horizon and achieve self-reliance in niche technologies. Minister of National Defence of Vietnam, General Phan will be on a two-day official visit to India beginning today. The Minister of National Defence of Vietnam will also visit Agra during his stay in India. Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh will hold bilateral talks with Minister of National Defence of Vietnam, General Phan tomorrow to further boost the defence cooperation between India and Vietnam. During the talks, both sides will also exchange views on regional and global issues of mutual interest. India and Vietnam share a comprehensive strategic partnership and bilateral defence relations. are a strong pillar of this partnership. Defence engagements between the two nations have diversified to include wide-ranging contacts between the services, military-to-military exchanges, high-level visits, capacity building, training programs, cooperation in UN peacekeeping, and bilateral exercises. The passing out come at a station ceremony for the first batch of Agniveers took place at Artillery Centre in Hyderabad yesterday. Presided over by Artillery Centre Commandant Brigadier Rajiv Chauhan, a total of 1,500 Agniveers took the oath to serve the nation first and always. 132 Agniveers, post completion of their 24 weeks of physically grueling, mentally demanding and professionally enriching training, got inducted into the folds of the Indian Army. The young Agniveers would soon be joining their parent artillery regiments. The ceremony was attended by the proud parents of the Agniveers along with various military and civilian dignitaries. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle @AIR News Alerts. The depression over southwest Rajasthan and adjoining Gujarat, which is the remnant of cyclonic storm Biparjoy, has moved east-northeastwards with a speed of 7 km per hour during the past 6 hours. It lay centred over central parts of South Rajasthan, about 60 km south-southwest of Jodhpur. India Meteorological Department said it is very likely to continue to move east-northeastwards and maintain the intensity of depression till today forenoon. Heavy to very heavy rainfall is expected in South Rajasthan today and tomorrow. North Gujarat and western Madhya Pradesh will also receive very heavy rainfall today and tomorrow. Squally wind speed reaching 40 to 50 km per hour, gusting to 60 km per hour is expected today over South Rajasthan and adjoining North Gujarat. In the next 12 hours, there will be inundation of low-lying areas and reduction in visibility causing difficulty in surface transport in heavy rain. IMD has asked people to avoid staying in low-lying areas which could be inundated due to heavy rain. It has asked citizens to stay indoors, close windows and doors, and avoid travel during thunderstorms and gusty winds. It also asked people to take safe shelters, but not to take shelter under trees. Heavy rain lashed several districts of Rajasthan under the influence of cyclonic storm Biparjoy. Jalore, Badmer, Sirohi and Udaipur districts are worst affected. Banswara, Pali, Rajsamand, Jodhpur, Ajmer and Kota districts also experienced heavy rain. Met Department has issued an alert of heavy rain with strong winds in Badmer, Jalore, Sirohi, Pali, Jodhpur and Nagaur districts today. We have more from our correspondent.
A flood-like situation has emerged in Jalore, Badmer and Sirohi districts due to continuous rains for the last 30 hours. 12 inches of rain was recorded in a day in Badmer, which has broken the record of 25 years. On the other hand, 9 inches of rain was recorded in Mount Abu of Sirohi district. Many towns and villages in all three districts have been submerged. Hundreds of trees and electric poles have uprooted due to strong winds. Power supply has been affected in many villages and main roads have been blocked. SDRF and district administration are engaged in relief work in affected districts. Jitendra Dwivedi, Akashvani News, Jaipur.
Heavy overnight rains have resulted in flooding and washing away of houses, farms, cattle, bridges, huts and other public infrastructure across Dentham and Uttare in Sikkim's Gyalsing district. No loss of life has been reported so far. A state government-run trout farm in Uttare has been damaged, while houses in Simphok, Devi Thane and Kunabar Linge villages in Manebong Dentham constituency have been washed away. Due to the sudden rise of the College Khola stream, a bridge connecting Gyalsing Bermeong has been washed away in Srithang and the surrounding area has been cut off. Damages have also been reported at Bada Nilakantha and Nilakantha temples in Rangsang Devan. The deluge and flooding have affected cattle and other domestic animals, poultry and trout farms. Ward and district administration have reached the sites to assess losses. On the 9th International Yoga Day, Many programs are being organized to connect common people with yoga before the main program is to be held in Jabalpur in Madhya Pradesh. The city is decorated with various yoga postures, while common people practice yoga in various parks.
To make the 9th International Yoga Day a mass campaign, for the first time, yoga activities focusing on the 5 elements earth, fire, water, air and sky are being organized in Jabalpur. Yoga activities focused on the sky element will be demonstrated today near the balancing rock on the Madan Mahal Hills. The students of Ayurvedic College performed yoga activities focused on the elements of fire at Gauri Ghat, the bank of Narmada, yesterday. Whereas in the Dumna Nature Park, yoga activities focused on the earth element were also practiced. Meanwhile, on International Yoga Day, around 1.5 lakh people of the Jabalpur will create a new record by performing yoga along with the Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar and other dignitaries. Sanjeev Sharma, Akashvani News, Bhopal.
Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh has said that under Prime Minister Narendra Modi, India had surprised the world by administering 220 crore COVID vaccine doses through a fully digital platform, CoWIN, not even imagined by the developed Western countries. Speaking after inaugurating free telemedicine mobile camp, Doctor on Wheels, at Block Mandali in Bilawar belt of Kathua district, Dr. Singh informed that this is the third phase of first ever mobile telemedicine service being provided in Jammu and Kashmir purely from non-government sources. The minister said the free telemedicine mobile camp at Mandali in Bilawar is being run with the support of voluntary groups. In badminton, in the Indonesia Open men's doubles final, Chirag, Shetty and Satwiksairaj Rankireddy will take on reigning world champions Chia and Wooi in Jakarta today. Earlier, India's pair stormed into the final of the Indonesia Open Badminton tournament yesterday. Chirag Shetty and Satwiksairaj Rankireddy defeated the world number 12 pair of Kan Min-hyuk and Seo Sung-jae of the Republic of Korea 17-21, 21-19, 21-18. It was the third win for the Indian pair over their South Korean opponents in 4 matches. Earlier in the quarterfinals, Chirag Shetty and Satwiksairaj Rankireddy stunned the world number 1 pair of Fazar Afyan and Muhammad Rian Ardianto in straight games. In the men's singles semi-finals, H.S. Pranoy was defeated by Denmark's Victor Axelsen. In football, the Indian men's team and Lebanon will play in the Intercontinental Cup 2023 final at the Kalinga Stadium in Bhubaneswar today. The match will start at 7:30 p.m. World number 101, India, led by Sunil Chhetri, finished on top of the group standings in the Intercontinental Cup with 7 points from 3 matches. And now, for a look at today's newspapers, it's over to Subhadra Ramachandran.
Thank you, Sunil. During PM Modi's first state visit to the US, India is set to get 11 key technologies as part of India-US fighter jet engine deal, reports the Indian Express. 80% of the technology will be transferred to HAL for manufacture of Tejas Mk2 engine. The Indian Air Force is set to integrate all radars, its own, armies and civilians, to create a system that will entail automated firing response from ground to shoot down enemy missiles, jets and UAVs, writes the Tribune. Indian Army has rescued 3,500 tourists from Sikkim after they got stranded due to landslides, reports the Asian Age. And finally, a study quoted in the Times of India reveals that 8% of Aravalli Hills have disappeared across 4 states since 1975. This loss may go up to 22% by 2059 if urbanization and mining continue at the current pace. With that, it's back to you, Sunil.
Thank you, Subhadra. Now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to share his thoughts in Mann Ki Baat program on Akashvani at 11 a.m. today. Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh says, self-reliance is not an option but a necessity in fast-changing global scenario. Prime Minister Modi writes to G20 members proposing full membership for African Union during upcoming New Delhi summit. Defence Minister of Vietnam, General Phan to arrive in New Delhi today on a 2-day visit to India. In Chirag Shetty and Satwiksairaj Rankireddy to take on reigning world champions Chia and Wooi of Malaysia in men's doubles final of Indonesia Open Badminton in Jakarta today. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.